No thanks, I'ma do me, give a damn what you think. Baby, we good, we straight. Ain't much you can do that we can't. Help me.
Slang City en el parque hip hop. Algunos de los tatuajes más emblemáticos de los artistas estadounidenses del género hip hop.
Es curioso que las personas que no saben consideran este tatuaje como un símbolo de ser un matón, pero realmente es más que eso. De hecho, Thug Life, además de ser el nombre de la banda a la cual pertenecía junto a Stretch, Big Psych, Moprim en Macadosis, es una forma de vida.
Bueno, ya saben, tinta y hip hop, Slang City en la casa.
Escuchábamos Target Practice de Tony Touch. Y hablando de Tony Touch, nuestro amigo Mr. Cartoon diseñó la carátula, la portada del CD de The Right Instruction EP.
Recuerden dejar sus comentarios, qué canción quieren oír, qué tal les ha parecido la programación, qué tal está el programa. Bueno, dejen sus comentarios, muchachos.
Tenemos una casa, Real World Productions, y quien nos acompaña es nada más y nada menos que el director y productor líder y además fundador de esta casa. Tom, how you doing today? Thank you so much for being here with us. It's a pleasure to have it here.
Hi there, how are you doing? And thank you. It's an honor for me. I'm really happy that you guys had me on the show. Thank you. And the Wolfpack. Thank you.
Con uno de los DJs de Rascal aquí en Slang City con DJ Kimo. Bienvenido.
Gracias, Slang City. Buena onda. Mucho amor desde Canadá.
Hi, Falcon. Welcome to Colombia.
Big up everybody in Colombia. Wagwan, live from Toronto, Canada. Big up, big up, big up.
I'm different because I respect my audience and I don't yell at them. And I'm special because I respect my audience.
Yeah! Shut the fuck up!
The way she listened to what the MC said, she might as well plug the RCA chords into her head. Taking that into consideration, at the center of creation, cats still criticize my frustration raps. Well, off he goes, coming, cop some flows, cross your toes in hopes that I don't climb you like an obstacle. Mission impossible, fishing in the kitchen sink. Y'all are fall for anything, so what you think this kid'll bring? Poker face, let me hold my place. The namesake is Slug. You can call me Stroker Ace. Open invitation to catch today's ejaculation all across the front of your pretty little apron. This goes to those that want a mouthful of Sean's load. Thanks for starting out, you're barking down the wrong road. Sacrifice plays a part in grabbing mics from now till the afterlife. I'll continue fashion like I love this fucking world. All my heart, ain't nobody gonna stop. Show me like save me like raise me right. So slide, show me slide, please hand over that.
Bien, excelente, aquí bastante emocionada porque pues no todos los días se tiene un invitado de este nivel, ¿no?
De su apreciado tiempo, como dicen por ahí. Por YouTube, también por el parche también. Ahí está Santi San.
Switch up my styles, they all complain, but see which kids next year sound the same as me. Same shit, yesterday was like today. Only difference is I trust even less than what you say. But all in all, I still make the noise, I still break the toys, I still hate your voice, I still say fuck a major label till it limps. Put your deal up on that table and we'll show you who's the pimp. There is no sympathy for the careless. Fuck the extra credit and fuck the demerits. Class dismissed. of a kind sender. One at a time, you're all the same, only separate by kick snares and names. Some of y'all even share the same names. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. What is this? One of a kind sender. One at a time, you're all the same, only separate by kick snares and names. Some of y'all even share the same names. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. Who am I? One of a kind. One at a time. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame.
When I feel like nothing, I gotta get up to something. If you feel like nothing.
Es que está los micrófonos.
I'm different because I respect my audience and I don't yell at them. And I'm special because I respect my audience. Yeah! Shut the fuck up!
The way she listened to what the MC said, she might as well plug the RCA chords into her head. Taking that into consideration, at the center of creation, cats still criticize my frustration raps. Well, off he goes, coming, cop some flows, cross your toes in hopes that I don't climb you like an obstacle. Mission impossible, fishing in the kitchen sink. Y'all fall for anything, so what you think this kid'll bring? Poker face, let me hold my place, the namesake is Slug. But you can call me Stroker Ace. Open invitation to catch today's ejaculation all across the front of your pretty little apron. This goes to those that want a mouthful of Sean's load. Thanks for starting now, you're barking down the wrong road. Sacrifice plays a part in grabbing mics from now till the afterlife. I'll continue passion like I love this fucking whore with all my heart. And ain't nobody gonna stop me from doing my part. It gave me life, it saved me life, it raised me right. So slide shoulder side and please hand over that mic. Who am I? One of a kind, send them. One at a time, you're all the same, only separate by kick snares and names. Some of y'all even share the same names. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. What is this? One of a kind, send them. One at a time, you're all the same, only separate by kick snares and names. Some of y'all even share the same names. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. So point a finger at the sucker that's having a good summer. Ain't got no bread, no wheat, no wonder, but I got the phone number to this weakness I know. Who can put me back together, make me feel whole. So take me apart, try to break me down and spin all you got. Help to hate the clown, you can fake the frown, imitate the sound. Underworld, worldwide, wide world of underground. It goes 1 little, 2 little, 3 little indie rap. Headphones, backpack, watch them all piggyback. Switch up my styles, they all complain, but see which kids next year sound the same as me. The same shit, yesterday was like today. Only difference is I trust even less than what you say. But all in all, I still make the noise, I still break the toys, I still hate your voice, I still say fuck a major label till it limps. Put your deal up on our table and we'll show you who's the pimp. There is no sympathy for the careless, fuck the extra credit and fuck the demerits. Class dismissed. One of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a one of a kind, sender. One at a time, you're all the same, only separate by kick snares and names. Some of y'all even share the same names. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. What is this? One of a kind, sender. One at a time, you're all the same, only separate by kick snares and names. Some of y'all even share the same names. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. Who am I? One of a kind, one at a time. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. One of a kind.
one of a kind.
I gotta get up to something. If you feel like nothing, you better get up. And when they test you, are you gonna pass or fail? Got lost in your face like I'm following acid trails. She tried to call me when she got out of jail. It rang forever, it never went to the voicemail. This goes to all my birdies out in Albuquerque. Don't ever let them put the thermometer in your turkey. We're all like an N.A. Cherry and Eddie Murphy. If your posse's full of outlaws, you might be my attorney. I wear my sunglasses at the airport. I'm horizontal on the carpeted floor by the food court. But my shoes are clean, neither are missing. A player wakes up before he dreams about pissing. Back when I was green, I used to rap to be seen. I just wanted to be a part of the team. But now I'm in some blue jeans, looking like Bruce Springsteen. I mean, it wasn't even close to Halloween. You smell like a pillowcase full of sugar. Please, you probably got some cheese up in your burger. Hoes gotta eat too. Peace, Mr. Witherspoon. Leaves in a swimming pool. Listen, fool, if it's all the same to you, tell me how you gonna kick it like a kangaroo when you sound like some dude that sounds like another dude. Rubber from the inner tube. What's the hullabaloo? Winnie the Who? They call me Sean, I used to hang out with your aunt. Toke a little kush and play a little tonk. I knew your daddy and your fast ass mom. So what you want? What you want, huh? I drove the bandwagon, used to have fantasies of vanity's ass in the last dragon. I'm closing in on 50 and my fashion is flagrant. I'm officially too old for these pants to be sagging. When you don't know where you are, put your eyes to the sky and identify the North Star. Watch it as it storms toward the podium, like give me your support before I go. Young buck up in your guts with a dinner fork. Pour a little liquor out for the deceased and spit a sick 40 for my fortunate peeps. I only came here to catch a couple of looks and pull some fish out your lake with my rusty hooks. When I feel like nothing, I gotta get up to something. If you feel like nothing, you better get up to something. When you feel like nothing, you gotta get up to something. If you feel like nothing, you better get up. Join the main event and fight against the lukewarm. With nothing but they word and their history. Take a can of paint and try to decorate their dignity. It's not what they anticipated. Fuck, it doesn't matter. Put your fists up and instigate it. And they can't save the planet or the children or the pandas or themselves, goddammit. I'm just a man that loved rap so much, in fact, I put every piece of myself inside these fucking tracks. What is that? You whisper something from the back? You think your personal attacks make up for what you lack? I'm just a cat searching for a clean lap to crash in the world, hurting, waiting for they turn to take a nap. Sorting through the bills, fan mail, and life threats, wondering why the postman ain't delivered my wife yet. They call me Sean, this is Anthony. No need to act hard, cause we got extended family. So I smile while I try to use my words wise. Say what I meant, just in case this is your first time. Moon child of the wings tired, smiling like a couple of fools at the Queen Live. Can't wait for the vibrate to thicken, so we can watch the world's hips shine bright. Even the dead's getting live, it's a little deeper, you can float, come on baby, dive. To fall in love with this bitch, from the petals on a flower to the pimples on her tits. Fuck the insults and fuck the compliments, just wanna see the mommy free, the honesty and common sense. Stop following the wind that you swallow, cause it's too simple to aim for a target sitting on a fence. We do it for the candle in the sky, here's a toast goes out to those that can't handle their high. You and I, we can swim into the tide and watch these other children lose their mind. They go by. take them out before they make your saviors proud. So fix the beat, quit acting like a sheep. Either spit your speaker, sit there and grit your teeth. To spread the info to the kinfolk, fucking with the climate on the inside of the windows. They're here, the baby farmer, gonna take it farther, make a mark and break apart your fake martyrs. Planted firm, let the planet burn, understand the terms. You don't wanna open up this can of
Cómo no, señores, otra vez aquí preparados para lo que se viene en contados instantes. Como sabemos, Atmosphere es un dúo de hip hop norteamericano, ¿no? De Minneapolis, Minnesota. Formado por Slug, el señor Slug, Sean Daly su nombre, y el DJ y productor Anthony Davis, ¿cierto? Pues el día de hoy nos va a acompañar precisamente Slug, el vocalista, el rapper de esta agrupación que se conformó por allá en el año 96. Bueno, ¿cuál es el tema que más te has oyado de Atmosphere, Skinny? Trilce.
Bueno, pues a mi tema, el álbum, más que todo el álbum. El Overcap. Es severo.
Overcap, bueno. Tienes que presentarnos algo de eso. No sé si está por ahí en la lista. Sí, la programaste.
Sí, por ahí hay varios temas programados del álbum. De varios álbumes, escogí uno de cada álbum. Creo que me faltaron 2 álbumes, pero pues bueno, ahí los vamos a escuchar al final.
Es que aquí donde lo ven, Atmosphere no es 2 álbumes, o sea, tiene un montón, exactamente, tiene 12 álbumes como tal, 12, y pues tiene varios trabajos, digamos, como singles y cositas, pero como álbumes como tal son 12, no son 2, no son 3, no fueron 4, no fueron 5, es un montón. Entonces, para hablar es lo que hay aquí, carreta, desde el año 96 que se formaron y siguen activos, pues, y el día de hoy nos van a acompañar ya en contados instantes.
Gotta crawl under the bus if we wanna stand a chance of standing up without a crutch. And I ain't trying to sound dismissive of that target you've been squinting at. We've all been aiming far beyond our range and limitations. Even when I try to take the bullet, I'm impatient. Looking at your face for validation. Fly like dishes, but sleep like strangers. Protect my interests. What you think these fangs for? This isn't even anger. It's just disappointment pointed in familiar directions. It's tight and stressed, like a tightrope stretched across my whole chest. It's why I'm flexing, please forgive my voice. But I'm lost in the void when I look to the future. Neither one of us enjoying it. We ought to stop and start smelling these flowers before the world reminds us that it's not really ours. I wish you could hear me, my lips to your earring. I wish you could hear me, my lips to your earring.
Life is hard. Some stains are too deep to wipe them off. So we must strive for a higher cause. There's something that is clearly missing. Both of us are running from experiences, frustrated today, nitpicking tomorrow, sitting in our sorrow, sipping from a bottle. Where did we go wrong? Why do we prolong? I wanna grab my hat and throw my coat on. We sleep in different beds, we're taking different meds. This relationship is so night of the living dead. I know it's morbid, but there's the mortgage, there's the storage, there's the 4 kids I will not forfeit, whatever. We can make it under pressure. We're both bad with money, we spent the college fund together. And I've got nothing else to say about it. Let's just pray about it. I mean.
I wish you could hear me, my lips to your earring.
dedicated to this girl that I dated. Complicated maze. Only a stranger to my eyes couldn't keep them off you. I'm sure your friend recognized I didn't care. I had to stare, stood there at attention. Not many words mentioned, still I felt the thought connection. Wanted the sex then, got to know you wanted more. Things got complex when you had a man and wasn't sure. My thoughts were
Señores, ya en contados instantes, el señor Slug se conectará con nosotros y compartirá un poco de su carrera musical y que se viene para el 2022 con Atmosphere. Mira que aquí chismoseando hay un álbum con título en español, se llama Mi Vida Loca. Y ahí también tiene temas como, digamos, hay varios, es un visaje, parce, es un visaje porque vi que a esos álbumes el man los monta con video y todo, o sea, lo hace como un cortometraje, una huevonada así. Y hay un video donde el man está pescando con el DJ. Y así se trata todo el visaje, el álbum. Es bueno, son buenos. Los manes son crazy para hacer hip hop.
Cómo no, por aquí estaba viendo un poco de lo que investigaste, pues de pura curiosidad. Y efectivamente, Mi Vida Loca salió en el 2018, en octubre. Es el álbum número 7 de su carrera, que tiene 12 tracks, incluyendo pues, digamos, el single más como reconocido de ese álbum, que se llama Virgo. Que, más te digo, bueno, la parte de los videos, digamos que vos tienes un poco más de retentiva que yo en ese aspecto. Yo de los videos recuerdo pocas cosas realmente, más que todo es en la música, el audio. Y pues no, digamos, Mi Vida Loca específicamente no lo recuerdo, ni siquiera el álbum como tal. No recuerdo haber escuchado, de pronto sí, pero no recuerdo haber escuchado como tal ningún tema de este álbum. Pero bueno, tú que sí te los oyaste completo, porque por ahí te escuché toda la semana dándole. ¿Qué opinas como de ese específicamente, o sea, a nivel de audio, no?
Sí, es bueno. Hay unos temas que de pronto lo enchonchan a uno, pero salvan. El siguiente salva, así. Pero no, son buenos, los manes son buenos. Y ves que los manes se visten normales, nada de ancho. Vos por ahí vi que el Slug se dejaba crecer el bigote. Si no lo has visto por ahí en fotos, por ejemplo en el flyer el man tiene bigote.
Chicano. Bueno, Trix, de vos, ¿qué tema te soñabas así en forma de Atmosphere? ¿Será que no te estoy escuchando, Che?
Ahora sí estoy ahí en línea, ¿cierto? Buenas noches a todas las personas que nos escuchan en los 4 países que se encuentran conectados hasta ahora, a las personas que están en Brasil, a las personas que están obviamente en Canadá, en Estados Unidos y obviamente aquí en Colombia. Gracias a todas las personas que creen en nuestro trabajo. Y bueno, pues yo pienso que el segundo álbum de estos señores da de qué hablar. Personalmente yo a este dúo lo escuchaba desde mi colegio. Fue uno de los principales grupos que realmente me motivaron a hacer aseo, como lo dice Skinny. Y bueno, yo me soñé mucho Dios ama a los feos. Es uno de los grandes álbumes de estos señores y pues pienso que hoy tengo muchas preguntas para ellos. Y también estuve haciendo una investigación esta semana y bueno, tuve la oportunidad de ver varias cosas. Hay un video muy interesante reciente en el cual hay unos recursos audiovisuales muy interesantes, porque tú ves como bolas que caen detrás de ellos, pero nunca los tocan a ellos. Entonces es algo muy interesante, muy curioso. Y bueno, qué bacano realmente hoy tener una de las agrupaciones que a uno lo influencia, tenerlo en vivo aquí en Slang City, transmitido también por el Parche Hip Hop. Creo que es algo que te llena el alma, te llena el corazón, es como entrevistar a tu ídolo, es como entrevistar a alguien que te ha influenciado para seguir en este camino del arte que muchas veces no es fácil en Colombia, ¿sí? También escuché un tema de Ruth Jetman, que es un tema muy bacano que lo publicaron hace muy poco, lo pueden encontrar en el canal oficial de Ruth Jetman TV, hace más o menos 7 meses, y bueno, son una de las últimas cosas que ustedes pueden escuchar de nuestros invitados en esta noche.
Bueno. Listo, entonces ténganse de la silla, muchachos, porque adivinen quién acaba de conectarse. Ya tenemos en línea al señor Slug de Atmosphere. Un aplauso, por favor, muy especial.
¡Bravo!
Yeah, Mr. Slug, welcome to Slang City. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us today. I can't hear you. Let me check.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect now. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Slug. How are you doing today?
Hello. I'm good. I'm trying to figure out why I have to switch this. I have to switch and go straight.
All right. Go off the computer. I
Oh,
apologize.
much better.
Okay, is that better? Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hey,
It's
what's up?
amazing. Thank you so much for being here. We are so excited because, well, you are like an artist that we always have a lot of respect. We have a lot of interest on maybe talk with you. And of course, we have been on parties with your music, and it has been amazing every time that we hear any of your albums. So we are so excited of how you do here. Thank you so much for taking the time for real.
Thank you for all of the kind words. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Also, well, let's start with this because we know that time is gold. Bueno, Skinny.
Bueno, no, pues esto es un sueño hecho realidad. Muchas gracias, Mr. Slug, por aceptar esta pequeña entrevista. Y pues no, nada, yo viendo aquí los álbumes, Milena, y pues estábamos hablando ahorita precisamente de Mi Vida Loca. Cuéntanos un poco de ese álbum que salió el 5 de octubre del 2018.
Okay, well, first of all, Skinny is telling you the same that I already told you, that he is also so excited. You have been one of his like most I mean, he is a fan of your work, so he's so excited also. And he's asking about this album that you have, Mi Vida Loca. He's asking if maybe you can tell us any history behind this album, why it's in Spanish, and I don't know what you tried to convey with this album.
With the new one, you know, when we were making it, we didn't know we were making an album. We thought we were just making songs, having fun, and inviting friends to make music with us. We weren't prepared to release it as an actual album or project as much as we were just trying to like fill our time. You know, it was some of it was pre-COVID, some of it was during COVID, and we had another album that was ready to come out, and we just didn't really know what else to do, so we just kept making songs. And when I started to show some of those songs to the people at Rhymesayers, they got excited about it. They thought that they wanted to put it out as an album. You know, we initially thought we would just put the songs up as like fun little things for people to listen to. We didn't know that it was going to be an album, and so it's kind of hard for me to like talk about it and pretend like I was working on this project, and because it was really just us having a bunch of fun together. You know, and I never thought that this was going to be an album, and I was pleasantly surprised when the record label decided they wanted to put it out.
Amazing. That's what happens when we make things with fun, when we make things with love, with the heart. Bueno, es que ni me estaba comentando él. Digamos que él no digamos, no se siente cómodo con la idea de decir, oh, estaba trabajando arduamente en este proyecto, porque no, realmente lo que estaba era haciendo canciones, invitaba a sus amigos a pasarla bien, a hacer temas, y de repente empezaron a hacer temas, empezaron a ver que esos temas estaban como funcionando y los unieron para hacer el álbum, pero no era como inicialmente, oh, vamos a trabajar en este proyecto, no, lo hicieron con amor, simplemente hubo la química, hubo el momento para soltar los temas, lo hicieron con Rhyme Sayers, que es como la casa disquera con la que ellos trabajan, y pues ellos lo escucharon y les dijeron como, hey, sí, de una, mandemos un álbum con estos temas porque están bien bacanos, pero inicialmente no es que fuera como la idea que fuera un álbum, sino más bien iban a lanzar temas como sueltos, y lo convirtieron en álbum, pues porque ya se vio que el trabajo estaba funcionando.
Bueno, excelente muchachos, 7:37 y bueno, y seguimos con este gran invitado, Mr. Slug de Atmosphere. Bueno, ¿por qué fijarse hacia el hip hop y de pronto no otro estilo de música? ¿Qué le llamó la atención?
Okay, on this question asking is asking about why did you decide to like become a hip hop artist and not maybe another genre or maybe another kind of artist, maybe painting, I don't know, something else. Why hip hop and why specifically like this genre?
When I was a kid, when I was a child, hip hop was becoming popular, and specifically like in my neighborhood, a lot of my friends were getting into it from breakdancing. We would hear the music on the radio or see it on the video and then try to breakdance. And from there, I became more and more interested in the culture. And then I started I always liked to draw and illustrate. And so when I started to become more, I guess, exposed to graffiti, I wanted to do that, so I went from drawing like superheroes and comic book characters to writing graffiti. And that was also just kind of a part of the culture as well. And then I started collecting records, music, and then I wanted to be a DJ. And then I saw how much attention rappers were getting in my school with other people who were rhyming. And I knew I could rhyme, and my friends and me, we would rhyme. So then I started rapping. I really, as a kid, I tried to do all of it because I felt like that was what you were supposed to do to pay respect to the culture, was to pay respect to all of the aspects of the culture. It wasn't until I was an adult that I saw the type of attention I got for rapping and started to kind of follow that because it was really fun. To me, all of the elements of the culture were fun to do and take part in, and I was an advocate for all of it. I still am. But rapping was the one, I guess, that got me the most attention, specifically from the ladies or from other rappers, and that was very validating. And so I kept working on that and focused on practicing, and until here I am today. So they tell me I'm a professional rapper now, but I would probably still be rapping even if I didn't have a career. Just like I still DJ, just like I still draw. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give me some spray paint. I'm not perfect, but I'm not bad either. You know what I'm saying? I can't break dance anymore. Too old. My body can't do it. But I'm still an advocate for the full culture.
Amazing. So you have done have taken any element from the culture. Amazing. Awesome.
It was, I was a child. I was born in 1972, and in the 80s, hip hop was what spoke to us children. It was the voice that we heard, and it resonated with us, and it spoke to the type of things that we were seeing in our city, the type of things we were seeing in our neighborhoods. And so it wasn't something that I had to try hard to be a part of. It just I was kind of born within it, just like my father was also kind of a part of, he was a fan of hip hop in its early years. And so a lot of the music that I was hearing in his car was because he was playing it. And some of that was the early parts of hip hop.
Amazing, that inspiration. Thank you. Bueno, esta historia está muy chévere, chicos, porque digamos que él empezó, el hip hop se estaba volviendo muy popular en su barrio, ¿sí? Sus amigos, todo en la radio, en todo lado escuchabas el hip hop, entonces él se fue interesando. ¿Me escuchan ahí? ¿Sí está bien? Listo. Él se fue interesando, empezó a coleccionar música, quería ser DJ. Entonces él empezó, digamos, por ese lado del DJ, pero entonces él vio cómo los rappers eran un poco más populares, ¿cierto? Digamos, sí, obviamente el DJ es también parte de la fiesta, pero el que canta, el que da la cara, el MC, el que está ahí enfrente de la acción, es el que más llama la atención. Y él sabía que podía rimar, él sabía que podía hacerlo, entonces comenzó a hacerlo y quería ser muy integral. Digamos que él dibuja, él dice que él pinta, pues, hizo, también en su momento pues bailó, dice él que no, pues no era el mejor de todos, pero tampoco era malo, digamos que incursionó en todos los elementos de la cultura, pero sin embargo, él dice que él seguiría rapeando así fuera malo, así no tuviera carrera, así incluso, o sea, en este momento él ya es un rapero profesional, ya tiene su carrera formada, pero si no fuera así, él seguiría haciéndolo porque es algo que le nace, le gusta mucho. Y lo mismo, dibujar, o sea, lo que él dice, no es el mejor, pero tampoco es malo, si le pasan una pintura, él te hace cosas chéveres. Entonces, nada, digamos que lo único que en este momento ya pues no hace es bailar, el breakdance pues ya, digamos que su cuerpo no se lo permite de alguna manera, pero sigue allí y siempre le ha gustado. También comentaba una historia muy chévere, muy bonita, y es que el papá de él es un gran fan del hip hop. Entonces, gran parte de la música que él escuchaba era cuando iban en el carro con el papá, lo que el papá ponía mientras ellos viajaban en su auto, y todo eso se le fue grabando. O sea, es algo como de familia, lo que los padres le inyectan a uno en las venas. Y pues aquí tenemos este gran artista gracias a esta unión, esta mezcla de situaciones que se vinieron generando. Muy chévere. ¿Qué opinas, Skinny?
Brutal. No, es un artista, mejor dicho, increíble, mejor dicho, se le facilita mucho hacer música, mucho hip hop.
Welcome to Colombia. Thanks. Para mí realmente es una influencia desde muy pequeño este gran artista, y yo quisiera que me hablara de ese álbum que, bueno, que a nosotros nos ha influenciado también en las fiestas, ¿no? Mire que por allí en la primera también sonaba, nos contaban muchas historias, y creo que la simpleza en la portada de este disco realmente da una pauta y da un cambio dentro del hip hop underground. Y cuando, por decir, en mi caso llega Atmosphere a mis oídos, me da otra visión de la música. Yo quiero que nuestro artista Atmosphere nos cuente cómo fue la elaboración de este álbum, qué querían transmitir inicialmente, y bueno, cómo fue la cuestión creativa para poder culminar esta obra que se hizo, bueno, para el hip hop mundial.
Perfect. Okay, well, this is about an album that we party a lot here in Colombia. I think it was like the album that makes Colombia known on Atmosphere. It is God Loves Ugly. So Trilce was asking about this album, why, for example, the name, why did you try to convey with this album all these histories on these lyrics, and of course the song that we had on our minds every time we hear Atmosphere, One of a Kind. So what about this one, this album and this song? What is there any maybe history that you can share with this, or something that you can tell us about it?
When we were making God Loves Ugly, we already felt like we had been involved in the industry longer than we were supposed to. We never knew that we were going to be able to make careers from this. We were just having fun. And so when it got to that album, that was our third album, we thought, well, you know, there's an old phrase that people say called God don't like ugly. And we thought, well, God must love ugly, because God's still letting us do this, you know, still letting us take part in this, still letting us, you know, make records. And so with that album specifically, I wanted to go even further exploring some of the parts of my surroundings, specifically inside and outside of my own head, that were I guess the parts that haunted me, the parts that were darker, the parts that I was trying to make sense of. That album was important for me to make because it allowed me to really explore some of the things in my head that, you know, that troubled me, or that were, you know, I was an adult. I had a child. I was in and out of tumultuous relationships. I'd had a lot of different jobs, and it just felt like the struggle was super real and it was super hard. But a lot of people thought, well, he's this like touring rapper. He's out here, you know, doing shows and making money. But I knew that wasn't the truth. The struggle was really real. So I wanted to explore a lot of those elements with that album. The song One of a Kind specifically was kind of a way to speak towards that feeling of knowing that I was not in any other lane. I had my own lane inside of the music that I was making. I wasn't following the footprints or riding the coattails of what the scenes were doing, even though I was a part of the underground scene and I was a part of this like kind of like backpacker movement. I was still one of a kind even within that movement. And even that was confusing to me because, you know, at the time I didn't realize that being in your own lane actually was going to create success. I thought being in my own lane was kind of made me awkward or made me not fit in and was actually going to be a hindrance. You know, now in hindsight, I can look back and see how being in my own lane actually was beyond valuable, you know, because not only did I get to speak from my heart all the time, but it actually, you know, listeners found things in what I was saying to value. You know what I'm saying? It's beyond success. You know, it's one thing to be able to make some money to pay your bills, but when you're actually speaking to people and touching their hearts and them talking to you and it's touching your heart and you have this exchange going between you and a listener, that is, you know, that's priceless. And that's kind of what that song spoke to, even though it was kind of an arrogant way to speak to that. That's kind of what it was speaking to. But the album in general was really me exploring how weird life was for me at that time, specifically with me still struggling as a human and as a father and as an artist, but the world looking at me and treating me like I was like kind of like on my way to stardom, and me knowing from looking behind the scenes that that's not what it felt like. That's not what it really was.
Great history. And also, I think you made it. The message was conveyed. I mean, we love this album, so I guess the message was there. Okay, so
I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad to hear that because when you're an artist and you're making stuff and you know, we don't really know what we're doing. We're just learning as we go and feeling our way through it. And then this is, you know, specifically for many young artists, you know, you have something you want to say and you know what you want to say and you know you have a vision, but you don't know how to make that vision land with people, you know? And so when it does land, that's a beautiful thing. Like that, you can't buy that. You can't learn that. That's all luck. That's like shaking dice. It's like shaking the dice and getting your number. You know what I mean? Like there's no way to predict that, you know? And so I'm grateful that it landed with you guys. I mean, all the way in Colombia. Like to me, that blows my mind because, you know, when I started doing this, I didn't think people would hear me in Chicago, you know, much less all the way in Colombia, you know?
Of course, but you did it and we love you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bueno, mira, cada historia, yo no sé, cada historia que él cuenta está chévere. Hablando del álbum God Loves Ugly, inicialmente el nombre nomás, tú sabes, God Loves Ugly traduce Dios ama a los feos. Él dice que pues cuando lo estaban haciendo, estaban digamos como empezando en la industria, envueltos en la industria, pero no sabían que iban a ser capaces de hacer carrera. O sea, estaban como divirtiéndose, ¿sí? Estaban haciendo lo suyo con el amor, con el corazón, haciéndolo chévere. Y de ahí viene esa frase, digamos que la frase pues tradicional precisamente dice es que supuestamente Dios no ama a los feos, pero la frase dice lo contrario, que los feos siguen siendo parte de este mundo, siguen estando allí, siguen haciendo cosas, entonces tiene que querer también a los feos. Y él quería, digamos, con este álbum, quería ir más allá, quería como explorar partes de los alrededores, pero en especialmente dentro y fuera de su cabeza. Este álbum le permitió a él como ir a lo más profundo, a lo más oscuro, a lo que le preocupaba, a lo que sí, lo mantenía pensando, quería hallarle sentido a todas esas cosas que tenía en su cabeza en ese momento. Este álbum fue muy importante para él precisamente por eso, porque le permitió explorar todas esas cosas en su cabeza. Él, digamos que para este entonces ya era un adulto, tenía hijos, tenía diferentes trabajos, iba de aquí para allá, entonces era algo como real en medio de todo, era difícil, digamos, hacer shows, buscar quien, sí, en ese momento tuviera como ese, venga, los contrato, hagan esto, sí, digamos que era muy difícil, entonces él lo que hacía era explorar y era una manera de hablarle a la gente, ¿sí? Él dice que en ocasiones él sentía que no sabía, él quería mantenerse como en su camino, en su línea, pero él no sabía si lo estaba haciendo bien, ¿sí? Entonces al ver, digamos, con el pasar del tiempo que ha dejado huellas, que este álbum específicamente pues ha tocado tantos corazones, le parece muy, muy chévere porque le demostró a él ahora mirando en retrospectiva que efectivamente seguir su camino era lo correcto, o sea, iba por buen camino. Y esto le ayudó pues como a tener éxito, ¿cierto? Al ver como ahorita en el 2021 y mirar hacia atrás este álbum que es del 2002, si no estoy mal, entonces ver cómo con el pasar del tiempo pues el álbum a la gente le tocó, le llegó al corazón, eso no tiene precio para él, eso no tiene precio, es muy valioso cómo funcionó el expresar todos esos sentimientos que tenía desde su corazón, llevarlos a la música y que la gente le gustara, para él es muy valioso. Decía que él cuando hizo este álbum no pensó que lo iban a escuchar ni siquiera en Chicago, entonces que le voló la cabeza, pues obviamente saber que, o sea, si no esperaba que lo escucharan en Chicago, mucho menos esperaba que lo escucharan aquí en Colombia. O sea, era algo, sí, entonces está pues muy contento de saber esto, que nos gusta su música y que el mensaje sobre todo de este álbum llegó a la gente, ese mensaje tan de seguir lo tuyo, por ejemplo, One of the Kind, ese tema, él nos comentaba que precisamente ese tema específicamente habla de ser uno, one of a kind, es como uno en un millón, por decirlo así, uno de su tipo, el único de su tipo, ¿sí? Entonces que él decía que a pesar de que él hacía lo mismo que hacen varios artistas, pero que él tiene ese algo que lo hace único en su clase, es el único en su clase, es básicamente eso, ¿no? Son cosas que a veces uno se escucha los temas y se los farrea en forma, pero no se detiene a analizar el mensaje que viene detrás de todo esto. Amazing.
Ese tema acá. ¿Ya me deben escuchar? Sí. A mí me gustaría que le transmitieras que ese tema aquí influye a muchas personas y que me cuente cómo fue el tema de trabajar también con los negros. De pasar de los 90 al siglo XXI, del cambio milenio en la música, el cómo lo influyó.
Okay, we have two questions here. The first one is about if you maybe had any trouble of making this kind of music when it's usually done by, like, you know, people, colored people, I mean, the niggas, I mean. So if there was any problem, you were like maybe judged or something because your skin tone or something, I don't know, maybe, I don't think so, it does not have to be like this, but it's just like a question. Maybe some people can think that if you're white, you cannot make hip hop, for example. I don't know. In any moment in your career this happens?
I think I understand the question. So he's asking if being a part of a culture that was created by and nurtured by people of color, like black and brown people, specifically, you know, it came from a part of my country called the Bronx in New York. Me being a person with lighter skin coming in to make music like this, if it caused any problems. And I have to be honest, you know, I never felt like I had to face any unfair obstacles to make this music or be a part of this culture. There were definitely obstacles, and there were definitely times where people would look at me and have a preconceived notion of what I might sound like when I rap or what I might be like. But I think that, you know, in this culture, like, and also on behalf of, you know, the you know, I would say the Black and the brown communities, that there is a warmth and a welcoming that I think I don't even know how to articulate or put words to. So the acceptance that I felt was far greater than any sort of judging that might have occurred. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that people, and I think that when people can look at you and see through you and see who you are and see what your intentions are, I do believe it becomes easier for people to accept you and for people to find that space to welcome you in. And I felt far more welcomed in than ever any of the judging. And I'll be honest, there were times where I did feel maybe judged or where I had to prove myself, but I don't complain about any of those times. I feel like those types of challenges made me even stronger as an artist. It made me a stronger artist, or it made me even, I guess stronger might not even be the best word. It made me really appreciate and be grateful for the space that I'm allowed to take in this culture, if that makes any sense.
Of course, that's nice to hear that. Usually, maybe it's otherwise, maybe sometimes people with light skin makes a little more like trouble with some kind of stuff that in other cultures, but it's nice to hear that. Y bueno, estaba diciendo, chicos, digamos que él dice que nunca sintió que tuviera obstáculos literal por su tono de piel. Sí sintió que de pronto en algún momento lo veían subir al escenario y decían como, bueno, este man con qué va a salir, pero nunca se sintió rechazado, nunca sintió como obstáculos. Entonces chévere escuchar eso por ese lado. Más que todo de pronto ¿cómo se dice? Como que lo juzgan inicialmente antes, pero no juzgado de ay, ¿quién va? No, sino como uy, muestra a ver, porque es que normalmente uno espera a alguien de color porque pues el hip hop nació allí, ¿no? O sea, de esa cultura, pero no, o sea, digamos que siempre ha sentido más bienvenida que rechazo. Y lo que él sí, digamos, más él mismo sintió en varias ocasiones que él tenía que probarse, ¿sí? Frente, digamos, como al mismo, frente a este público, más por eso, pero no porque el público en sí le haya de pronto hecho sentir de esa manera. Al contrario, siempre ha sido un buen público y nada, todo eso lo ha hecho siempre más fuerte porque es él probándose al mismo que puede estar allí como cualquier otro sin problema. Eso.
Bueno, excelente muchachos. ¿Ahí me escuchan? Sí, bueno, listo. 8 en punto me están pensando. Bueno, quiero que le preguntes qué tenemos por ahí preparado para el 2022. Tenemos un álbum que se viene para los señores de Atmosphere en 2022.
Perfect. So, well, we know that time is gold, so this is going to be the last question. Skin on the future, about the future. What can we expect from Atmosphere maybe for this year, the next year? Is there any project? Is anything cooking? Don't know.
Yes, I'm always working. I'm always it's all I do. I'm a dad and I'm a rapper. And so when I'm not with my kids, then I'm right here in this space making music on this microphone, and so I'm fully immersed in another project right now that we've been working on since we completed the last one, and this one will likely be finished soon, and when this one is finished I'll start the next one, you know. And it's I don't really stop and take breaks as much as I might like. I just take naps.
Awesome. Is there any maybe date that we can be like attentive?
I would be hesitant to try to give a date because, you know, once I complete a project, it's out of my hands. I give it to the label, and then it's their problem to figure out when to, you know what I mean? And I don't really, I try not to be too involved in the business side of what the record label has to do, because I know that I'll ruin it. Like, that's their job and they're good at their job. And so I try to just wear my creative hat and make the music, you know, and when I feel happy with it, that's, you know, and when Anthony, the producer Ant, when he feels happy, we turn it in, and then we just kind of leave the rest up to those people who, you know, those hardworking men and women that work at the label to figure out what they got to do with it, you know, in order for it to feed everybody. You know, for me, I think more about touring. In this, when I think of time and dates, I think more about touring, because that plays a more significant role in my year. Like, I have to be careful when I tour because I have children and they're in school and things like that. So, but as far as music being released, it can come out anytime. I don't care. So I give it to the label. They can figure out when that is. I have to be more conscious of, when do I want to go on the road? When do I want to be traveling? You know, do I want to travel during the summer or during the school year or what have you? You know, that kind of stuff is a little bit more the structure that I have to think about.
No,
But sometime, I think there will be new music sometime in 2022. You know what I'm saying? Like, this record just came out in October. It was finally fully released. So sometime in 2022, I can't imagine, because I make enough music that I think there should be at least one project every year. That's how so you know, that's how I would like it to be. Maybe 2 a year. If I could, I would put out as much music as possible, you know, but I know that I don't want to get in the way of what the label has to do, because if they put another record out too soon, then maybe they feel like it's stepping on the success of the last record. Maybe they want the last record to have time to breathe and resonate with people before we go and put out another one, you know?
Of course, but we were expecting any new work from Atmosphere will be more than welcome here in Colombia. We are a great fan of your work, like already told you, and thank you so much for being here again, for taking the time of being here with Slang City and El Parche Hip Hop Colombia. It's an honor, I mean, for us, for having you this night.
The honor is mine. I appreciate it. You know, when you guys reached out and wanted to talk, I was very excited to do this. Because again, like I say, it's humbling to know that this music and this culture can not just, you know, get people to bob their heads, but like, people are listening, and it's crossing barriers. It's traveling to space and back, and it's connecting me to people all the way in Colombia or people all over the world. You know, I'm very grateful. That's very humbling for a person like me. So thank you very much.
No, thank you. You know that music is like the universal language, and even that in Colombia, well, the English is not like an usual language, but people listen to you guys, and of course banging their heads with the music. Of course, thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Had a great night, and we'll hope to see you maybe touring Colombia sometime.
Let's go. Let's do it. I want to come. Let's go.
Okay, we will be more than glad of having you here.
Let's go.
Oh my God. We can try to make something and find some spots. Maybe.
Hey, I will go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long, you know, if they let me come, I'll come.
Amazing. Bueno, chicos, no, pues lo que yo creo que se entendió, o sea, él quiere venir a Colombia, no es sino que le digan, entonces, Skinny, ahí tienes la tarea.
Bueno, vamos a mover fichas, a ver qué se puede hacer. Imagínense en este señor por aquí en Colombia, y escuchándolo en vivo, ya, sorpresa, Bueno, muchachos, no, pues muchas gracias, Mr. Sloot, muchas gracias por este tiempo, te queremos, eres un artista increíble, mejor dicho, Atmosphere para siempre tenemos, y bueno, muchas gracias.
From Colombia, thanks.
Thank you so much. A lot of respect and music forever.
Forever. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bueno, chicos, este fue Mr. Sean Daly, famoso Slug from Atmosphere. Y pues nada, dejándonos saber que está muy emocionado de que lo hayamos contactado, que él nunca se imaginó que desde Colombia, o sea, que apenas lo contactamos y escuchó Colombia, pues se emocionó, o sea, dijo, pues a ver, cómo me escuchan desde allá. No se lo esperaba, mejor dicho, y pues estaba comentando todo esto, pues tiene muchas ganas de venir, vamos a buscar un espacio, vamos a ver cómo lo hacemos real de una, o sea, chicos, y nada, estar súper pendientes porque él dice que tan pronto termina un álbum, empieza otro, o sea, todo el tiempo para él, todo el tiempo está sacando temas, todo el tiempo está sacando álbumes. Su idea sería que pudiera sacar un álbum cada año, pero pues también él, digamos que, o sea, como saben, él trabaja con una disquera, pues ellos también esperan que cada álbum tenga su respiro, tenga su espacio. Entonces, pues bueno, él hace lo que puede, no me dio fechas exactas por lo mismo, él entrega los temas, él es músico. Él entrega los temas y le deja a la disquera que sea la disquera que decida en qué momento lo saca, en qué momento hace todo el tema. Él es músico y papá dice, o sea, él se dedica a hacer música. Bueno, Trills está que se muere por despedirse. Dale.
Y me gustaría saber qué opinión tiene sobre el hip hop latino, sobre el rap que se hace en español o latino, y si ha tenido la oportunidad de pronto o quiere trabajar con algún rapero latino. Ya no les molesto más. Respect.
Tracy was dying of my last question. he wants to know if you maybe knew something about Latin American hip hop, if you maybe have worked or want to work with any Latin American artists or something.
You know, I don't know a lot. I'm not very familiar with too many hip hop groups outside of America. It's hard to, you know, the industry here is not built in a way to really give us a lot of access, and so groups from other countries have to really break in for it to get through to us sometimes, you know. So, but I'm always open, you know, if you guys want to send me some artists to check out, you know, when we finish the phone call, you can have my email address and you can send me some stuff, and I would love to listen to some stuff and check out what's going on and what's hot. Especially, you know, I don't know if I'm familiar with any artists from Colombia, so if you have some plugs on some dope stuff, like, yeah, send it to me.
Perfect, we'll do that. Otra tarea tienen acá porque él dice, bueno, no es muy familiar, no está muy familiarizado con artistas latinoamericanos, mucho menos colombianos, pero es, digamos que está abierto y que si le quieren enviar propuestas, él estaría más que feliz de escuchar, tanto para conocer como para de pronto en futuro trabajar con ellos. Entonces, allí tienen otra invitación, ya son varios artistas los que se unen a esta familia y pues tenemos al señor Slug que también quiere sumarse allí y pues más que bienvenido, more than welcome for anything that you want to do with our artists. We will show you some artists that we have over there. Maybe you can get interested in something and we can work. Amazing. And okay, so thank you so much again. I know that we have no much time here, but thank you so much, and also thank you for your patience. I know that my English is not the best. I'll try. I'm still learning.
It's okay. My English is not so good either. So we're good. Who does the Instagram? Who does you guys? Slang?
Skinny.
Yeah,
Skinny with my help.
I'm gonna send my because I saw you guys on Instagram. I'm gonna send my email to you over the Instagram direct message. Cool.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. Te va a mandar directamente el correo a tu Instagram, pues para que estén ahí como en contacto directo, para que miremos lo que de poder de pronto buscarle un spot para que pueda venir y pues trabajar con artistas. Bueno, ya tú sabes, ahí quedas encargado, Skinny. Listo. Okay. Well, so to finish this amazing interview, and thank you so much again, Skinny is telling me that if you can please introduce this song, the one that we love here in Colombia, to finish this song. You can maybe send a greeting and then introduce this song, please, for us, and then we'll be done with you. And thank you so much again. Well, we're so excited.
This one is one of a kind?
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, you guys? Yo, Colombia, thank you for listening to Slang City. My name is Slug. I represent a crew called Atmosphere, and you're about to hear one of our jams from back in the day. This song is called One of a Kind.
Yeah.
Because I respect my audience, I don't yell at them. And I'm special because I respect my audience. Yeah! Shut the fuck up!
The way she listened to what the MC said, she might as well plug the RCA chords into her head. Taking that into consideration, at the center of creation, cats still criticize my frustration raps. Well, off he goes, come in, cop some clothes, cross your toes in hopes that I don't climb you like an obstacle. Mission impossible, fishing in the kitchen sink, y'all will fall for anything. So what you think this kid'll bring? Poker face, let me hold my place. The namesake is Slug, but you can call me Stroker Ace. Open invitation to catch today's ejaculation all across the front of your pretty little apron. This goes to those that want a mouthful of Sean's load. Thanks for starting now, you're barking down the wrong road. Sacrifice plays a part in grabbing mics from now till the afterlife. I'll continue passion like I love this fucking whore with all my heart. And ain't nobody gonna stop me from doing my part. It gave me life, it saved me life, it raised me right. So slide shoulder side and please hand over that mic. Who am I? One of a kind, send them one at a time. You're all the same, only separate by kick snares and names. Some of y'all even share the same names. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. What is this? One of a kind, send them one at a time. You're all the same, only separate by kick snares and names. Some of y'all even share the same names. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. So point a finger at the sucker that's having a good summer. Ain't got no bread, no wheat, no wonder, but I got the phone number to this weakness I know. Who can put me back together, make me feel whole? So take me apart, try to break me down, and spend all you got just to hate the clown. You can fake the frown, imitate the sound. Underworld, worldwide, wide world of underground. It goes 1 little, 2 little, 3 little indie rap. Headphones, backpack, watch them all piggyback. Switch up my styles, they all complain, but see which kids next year sound the same as me. The same shit yesterday was like today. Only difference is I trust even less of what you say. But all in all, I still make the noise, I still break the toys, I still hate your voice, I still say fuck a major label till it limps. Put your deal up on our table and we'll show you who's the pimp. There is no sympathy for the careless. Fuck the extra credit and fuck the demerits. Class dismissed. One of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind. One of a kind, send them one at a time. You're all the same, only separate by kick snares and names. Some of y'all even share the same names. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. What is this? One of a kind, send them one at a time. You're all the same, only separate by kick snares and names. Some of y'all even share the same names. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. Who am I? One of a kind, one at a time. So fuck you and your lies, baby, show no shame. One of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind. One of a kind. Atmosphere now. Atmosphere, 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 atmosphere. The atmosphere. To prepare the atmosphere. The atmosphere. I can rock you out this atmosphere. Don't run. You other motherfuckers in the atmosphere. Don't run. I'm saying fuck you loud and clear. One of us gotta crawl under the bus if we wanna stand a chance of standing up without a crutch. And I ain't trying to sound dismissive of that target you've been squinting at. We've all been aiming far beyond our range and limitations. Even when I try to take the bullet, I'm impatient, looking at your face for validation.
multiply like dishes, but sleep like strangers. Protect my interests, what you think these fangs for? This isn't even anger, it's just disappointment pointed in familiar directions. It's tight and stressed, like a tightrope stretched across my whole chest. It's why I'm flexing, please forgive my voice, but I'm lost in the void. When I look to the future, neither one of us enjoying it. We ought to stop and start smelling these flowers before the world reminds us that it's not really ours. I wish you could hear me, my lips to your earring. I wish you could hear me, my lips to your earring.
Life is hard. Some stains are too deep to wipe them off. So we must strive for a higher cause. There's something that is clearly missing. Both of us are running from experiences, frustrated today, nitpicking tomorrow, sitting in our sorrow, sipping from a bottle. Where did we go wrong? Why do we prolong? I wanna grab my hat and throw my coat on. We sleep in different beds, we're taking different meds. This relationship is so Night of the Living Dead. I know it's morbid, but there's the mortgage, there's the storage, there's the 4 kids I will not forfeit, whatever. We can make it under pressure. We're both bad with money, we spent the college fund together. And I've got nothing else to say about it. Let's just pray about it. I mean.
I wish you could hear me, my lips to your earring. I wish you could hear me, my lips to your earring.
Yo, this is dedicated to this girl that I dated. Complicated maze. Complicated maze. At first sight, only a stranger to my eyes couldn't keep them off you. I'm sure your friend recognized I didn't care. I had to stare, stood there at attention. Not many words mentioned, still I felt the thought connection. Wanted the sex then, got to know you wanted more. Things got complex when you had a man and wasn't sure. My thoughts were pure. Is it gonna be him, or is it gonna be me? Cause that's the way I have to have it. Grasp the idea. Miss Scribblehead to Leah wanted you to feature, but your man is screwing up the procedure. What is it that you say? I'm on your mind all day, but still say you're content. How the situation lay, why you play? Why do you stay? There's something better. No, you felt it when you received my first poetic letter. Why you frontin'? Tell me something. Is it that you want your cake and stuff it down your face too? Did I have to chase you? Why, oh why do you cry? Said afraid of losing me, I think that you're confusing me a lot. No, wait a minute, stop, bring that back, I missed the page. Was it that time of the month or were you going through a phase?
Complicated maze.
This phrase fits you perfect.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you're certain.
You're always changing
Never
up.
stay the same person.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you're certain.
Complicated maze.
This phrase fits you perfect.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you're certain.
You're always changing
Never
up.
stay the same person.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you miss Merriweather, the partial, the martial artist of fake imitation love products. Now facing you is irritation when you used to have me placing you on pedestals like a goddess. Personality changes seem to be to me you were the oddest. Soon to depart us like Red Seas by Moses. Our friendship's diseased, unfeasible, hopeless. No reasonable answers to my question of focus caused my tension. Nothing made sense when you replied with a tied tongue. Said you feared abusiveness, I never swung. Why all of these excuses, miss? What have I done? Figured I had the right kind of lady. Yeah, maybe it was fun for you, but not for me. I found it quite unamusing. You were using me as a bridge just to pass what was left behind. Playtime for dangerous minds, but why'd it have to be mine? Why'd it have to be mine?
Nah, I'm not really trying to come off abrasive, but why you messing with my man's head? I mean, I'm spending time trying to keep his mind on rhymes and beats, and you're a distraction. I mean, you got my man just shook. I mean, honestly, I guess what I'm trying to say is
Complicated man.
This phrase fits you perfect.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you're certain.
You're always changing
Never
up.
stay the same person.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you're certain.
Complicated man.
This phrase fits you perfect.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you're certain.
You're always changing
Never
up.
stay the same person.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you're certain.
Virgin, torn from sleep, the newborn, and it was easy to get too deep. The water was lukewarm. Virgin, torn from sleep, the newborn, and it was easy to get too deep. The water was lukewarm.
Do you know what today is? It's the 3rd anniversary. You came back to flirt with me. For certainty, you must mistake me for a fool. See, I know how you are. I see those tricks in you. Tried to make amends. There's something new. Had problems with your friends, so it's me you always run to. Come to and smell the coffee. No, drink the pot with extra caffeine. Cause next to acting, you win awards for cloudy vision. Tired of fishing for the what, why, and when. Will this repetition then step away and give me oxygen? Not interested in talking, say nothing, keep walking, go about your way. See, the colors of these areas has started turning gray. See you later, good night. Got no more candles to light. Yo, it's time to move along, cause baby, something isn't right. Still, I'm glad I met you. It's too bad you screwed it up. The only thing that I regret is that I didn't get to
Complicated man.
This phrase fits you perfect.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you're certain.
You're always changing
Never
up.
stay the same person.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you're certain.
Complicated man.
This phrase fits you perfect.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you're certain.
You're always changing up.
Never stay the same person.
Come back in later days.
Talk to me when you're certain.
I was blind. But now I see. I was blind.
Yeah. Bueno, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal esa pequeña entrevista de este gran artista? ¿Ah? ¿Cómo la vieron?
Bueno, pues nos faltó tiempo. Eso es lo que nos faltó, porque preguntas teníamos 1.000.000 y más. O sea, yo no sé, yo estaba súper emocionada. Yo creo que hasta me enredé y todo, porque de verdad, no todos los días se habla con un artista de este nivel, ¿sí? Y pues para nadie es un secreto que pues yo no es que sea la más tesa con esto del inglés. Ahí me hago entender y entiendo un poquito, pero no, o sea, de verdad que no, emocionada, o sea, digamos que nunca así como él decía que nunca se imaginó hace 1500 años cuando empezó su carrera, él nunca se imaginó que lo iban a escuchar ni siquiera los vecinos, y ahora que lo estén escuchando en Colombia, así mismo lo digo yo cuando lo escuchaba en las farras allá en la 1 de mayo, one of the kind, y que no sé qué, y movía uno la cabeza. Yo nunca en la vida me imaginé que le iba a estar hablando el día de hoy frente a frente, pues por medio de una cámara, pero igual estaba hablando conmigo. O sea, puedo decir, oye, hablé con Atmosphere. me siento realizada. ¿A que sí?
Bueno, pues ahí tiene. Ya no hay más regalos de Navidad. Entonces, ese fue el regalo. ¿Qué te iba a decir yo? Bueno, sí, muchachos, severa entrevista, muchas gracias. También les recuerdo, bueno, si no la pudieron escuchar, nos sintonizaron, se les quedó el celular sin datos, bueno, ahí está en YouTube, en nuestro canal de YouTube, ahí le dan play, se las oyan, la escuchan. Lástima, queríamos que el video saliera con cámara, pero pues eso fue lo primero que nos dijeron, que no querían cámaras y que eran 30 minutos. Bueno, ahí se le preguntó lo más rápido posible y pues lo que era importante.
No, antes porque eran 30 minutos, pero nos dio casi 45. Cuando lo despedí la primera vez pensé que, porque ya se había pasado el tiempo, pensé que se iba a ir volado, pero no, o sea, él estaba también contento de estar acá con nosotros, entonces chévere, se quedó ahí un ratito más, nos regaló un poquito más de su tiempo, y tanto así que, pues la última parte de la última pregunta más bien que le hicimos, la última parte, pues yo para evitar tenerlo más tiempo allí como mirando mientras les hacía la traducción, pues no se las dejé saber. Entonces no sé si todavía quieren saber qué fue lo que lo que dijo en la penúltima pregunta, porque la última sí creo que la dijimos de chorro, ¿no? Y pues la despedida que estuvo súper chévere. Lástima que no pudimos poner la cámara porque cuando presentó la canción, no sé, hizo una cara súper chistosa. Es un personaje de verdad que hasta me cayó bien, o sea, tiene una personalidad muy bacana, muy chévere. Y no, pues lo que comentaba era que él siempre está trabajando, o sea, todo el tiempo está trabajando. Cuando no está trabajando está con su familia, pero digamos que se pueden, une los dos mundos. De hecho, él comentaba que él hace su música en su casa, en su espacio, entonces involucra a sus hijos en el proceso. Entonces, y en este momento dice que está inmerso en un proyecto, pues como les digo, todo el tiempo está trabajando, termina un proyecto y empieza inmediatamente el siguiente, y está inmerso en un proyecto que espera pueda salir en el 2022. Le dije que si teníamos alguna fecha estimada, dice que el de fechas no se encarga porque él simplemente hace la música y se la entrega a la disquera, y la disquera es la que se encarga de hacer esta proyección de fechas, de ver de acuerdo al mercado en qué momento vamos a poner el disco. Bueno, no sé, él simplemente le entrega los temas a la disquera y la disquera se encarga de toda la parte de negocio. Él dice que él no quiere meterse ni involucrarse con la parte de negocio, o sea, ya digamos que menos mal, él ya pues logró su carrera como tal, está firmado con una disquera, él solamente se encarga de hacer música y la disquera se encarga del resto. Entonces a él no le interesa como tal estar pendiente de fechas, sino de hacer su música, y pum, se la va pasando cada que le salen temas, se las va pasando a la disquera, y la disquera es la que arma el tema y decide fechas. Las únicas fechas que él tiene en cuenta son las fechas para hacer shows, exacto, tour, conciertos. ¿Por qué? Porque para él es muy importante ser parte de la vida de sus hijos, estar presente en los momentos importantes. Entonces él busca hacer esa clase de eventos, de tours y cosas, por ejemplo en verano, bueno, no sé, en momentos en los que él pueda equilibrar el tiempo con su familia. Entonces a estas fechas sí les pone atención, pero fechas de lanzamientos y eso, él simplemente dice: yo soy un músico, me gusta lo que hago, me gusta hacer música, no me tomo descansos nunca, todo el tiempo estoy trabajando. Entonces cada vez que me salen temas yo se los voy mandando a la disquera, y ellos son los que arman, organizan, pegan, copian, hacen y lanzan finalmente. Entonces así es. Lo que sabe es lo que te digo, él ya está metido en un proyecto que espera que en cualquier momento del 2022 salga, porque el último proyecto salió ahorita en octubre del 2021, o sea, prácticamente acaba de salir. Entonces ya está metido en el siguiente, que espera que salga en algún momento del 2022. Y ya, ¿no? La última pregunta creo que sí la dijimos, que fue lo de la parte de Latinoamérica, que pues no está muy familiarizado, pero le interesa trabajar, que si tenemos a alguien que de pronto le interese trabajar, que se lo vayamos mandando, que los escucha, y pues nada, la idea es poder buscarle un espacio acá para que pueda venir y podamos soñarnos Atmosphere en Colombia. ¿Cómo ven eso? ¿Cómo les suena eso?
Bomba. No, y excelente, el man nos dejó muy claro que es muy ordenado para hacer música, es supremamente serio, o sea, se mete y se enfoca en lo suyo. Bacano, ¿no? Pues mejor dicho, ¿no? Sin palabras. Tenemos por ahí un especial de Navidad este sábado, por ahí tenemos un artista, mejor dicho, un productor, mejor dicho, que tiene como, o sea, trabaja con Capadona, mejor dicho, con hijo de madre, se me olvidó el otro, Rampage, sí señor. Ya, este sábado él se conecta en California a las 4 p.m. en California y 7 p.m. Colombia en Slang City. Bueno, el señor también charlamos un rato, estuvimos charlando por ahí, y bueno, pronto nos puede hacer una rampita para, imagínese, tener a Capadona por ahí en entrevista, más cerca a la UTAN. Imagínese eso, señorita Milena.
¿Vos te imaginas? Vos te imaginas, yo hablando con Capadona, ay no, ya me dio susto, ya no. Si estaba, qué pena la expresión, pero estaba cagada del susto hoy con la atmósfera, ahora diga, me ponga a Capadona, no, marica, me hago chichi. Me hago chichi. No, pero bien, o sea, digamos que listo, sí. Slang se sale de su horario habitual este fin de semana porque por Navidad, porque también vamos a tomar vacaciones, pero queremos dejarles programas allí chéveres para que se las oyen. Entonces, nada, la cita es el sábado igual, 7 p.m. Vamos a tener este artista súper especial acá, vamos a hacerle también unas buenas preguntas, vamos a pasar bueno, tomarnos las politas como siempre, porque es que eso hace parte del show. La polita no puede faltar. Entonces, pues nada, emocionada también de recibir este gran artista, pues productor de Capadona, o sea, a ver, Capadona, no, yo creo que me dijiste, Skinny, que te escribió cuando, pues le dijiste como que le hiciste el lance para ver si también nos podía regalar una entrevista, que te dijo algo así como, pues vas a entrevistar a uno de mis mejores productores, ¿por qué no te voy a dar un espacio, cierto? Algo así te dijo.
Sí, algo ahí me nombró y bueno, esperemos a ver. Entonces el que él quiere ver cómo sale la de su productor, la del productor y que pues quede una, que podemos también estar charlando. Bueno, el productor se llama Unique Enterprise, el señor Unique Enterprise, señores, el sábado a las 7 p.m. por Slam City. Bueno, y también si tienen preguntas, pues alisten y preguntan por el chat de YouTube. Y ya saben, nos encuentran en Facebook, Instagram, Spotify y SoundCloud y Twitter y Tumbilis, dice Milena. Esto es Slam City, muchachos, muchas gracias. ¿Tienes algo que decir, Mile?
Nada, solamente pues primero agradecerles por estar ahí conectados como siempre, escuchando la emisora, escuchando aquí los artistas y las bobadas que decimos y sollándoselas, porque también hay que reírse un poco, ¿no? Y pues estamos en Navidad, entonces Slang esta semana va doble, al que no le gusta la sopa se le dan 2 platos. Ahí está, esta semana vamos doble, con doble artista, mejor dicho, pero teso y nada. Yo creo que, bueno, no sé, esta sería la última misión de este año, Esquiño, tenemos más.
No, espere, mija, porque para vacaciones todavía no podemos. No, hay otro artista por ahí que me escribió y pues me mandó su book y me dijo, bueno, brother, ayúdame ahí, quiero conocer la gente de Colombia, cómo es la vuelta, cómo es la cuestión. El man, ya lo escuché, brutal, hace un hip hop oscuro muy bien hecho. Más adelante les voy contando, por el camino les voy anunciando ahí por historias para que se den cuenta. Y bueno, eso sería todo, Mili. Muchas gracias al parche de hip hop, muchas gracias también a Santizana ahí colocando los temas de Atmosphere. Mile pues puso la 10 hoy traduciéndonos un poco de lo que nos contaba el señor Slug de Atmosphere. Y bueno, muchachos, muchas gracias y hasta una próxima.
Pues sí, porque ya nos fuimos, nos echaron ya. No, yo te quería preguntar entonces, dices que este artista misterioso que nos vas a traer, ¿eso sería para el 23? Para la próxima semana, y ahora sí, vacaciones, jefe, o...
Sí, no es que cerramos con ese señor porque es brutalísimo, brutal. Quiero que lo escuchen y se los oyen, y el man está... pues, ¿te acuerdas que él me envió un audio en español? El que cogió, tradució y fue por el traductor y envió un audio. Es chistoso. Yo ahorita más tarde, si quieres, lo pongo, que dice el man, que dice, bueno, sí, señor, todo como robot, pero es excelente. El man es muy buena onda también. Bueno, muchachos, los dejo porque tengo que ir a echar polita.
Myself walking across your eyelids, wishing the malnutritioned imagination of yours could see the truth you breathe through each one of your pores. And now the days are drastic, the nights last forever. Wanna tear this motherfucker up and put it back together. I'd like to ask the cats that act like they my peers, if you spent the energy I've spent trying to count the tears. One of these days I'm gonna climb the tallest building of all. Give a warning to those below and let the tears fall. All the head splitting tears, cement breaking, weeping for these people walking in they sleep. People walking in they sleep. My talk is not as cheap and my thoughts are not as deep as the day I woke up to discover I lost my sheep. Head splitting tears, cement breaking, weeping for these people walking in they sleep. People walking in they sleep. My talk is not as cheap and my thoughts are not as deep as the day I woke up to discover I lost my sheep. Nobody sees except my mirror on the wall. seen by anyone that comprehends. The anguish felt only by the ones that invest. The language was primitive, the listener complex, and everyone was trying to define success. All the self-proclaimed prophets dressed up to look like poets, pretending to be martyrs that they're not. You can learn all their names and ingrain them on your brain's memory so you can spout them off the top. You kill them all and let God give them haircuts. The flood has begun and no one has been paired up. So I'ma take a second to beckon the downfall of your so-called civilized nation. Yo, stop the sound now. Of a newborn came to join the main event and fight against the lukewarm. With nothing but their word and their history, take a can of paint and try to decorate their dignity. It's not what they anticipated. Fuck, it doesn't matter. Put your fists up and instigate it. And they can't save the planet or the children of the pandas or themselves. God damn it! I'm just a man that loves rap so much. In fact, I put every piece of myself inside these fucking tracks. What is that? You whisper something from the back? You think your personal attacks make up for what you lack? I'm just a cat searching for a clean lap to crash in the world, hurting, waiting for they turn to take a nap. Sorting through the bills, fan mail, and life threats, wondering why the postman ain't delivered my wife yet. They call me Sean, this is Anthony. No need to act hard, cause we got extended family. So I smile while I try to use my words wise. Say what I meant, just in case this is your first time. New child of the wings tired, smiling like a couple of fools at the Queen hired. Can't wait for the vibrate to thicken, so we can watch the world's hips gyrate. Even the dead's getting live, it's a little deeper, you can float, come on baby, dive. To fall in love with this bitch, from the petals on a flower to the pimples on her tits. Fuck the insults and fuck the compliments, just wanna see the mommy free, the honesty and common sense. Stop following the wind that you swallow, cause it's too simple to aim for a target sitting on a fence. We do it for the candle in the sky, here's a toast goes out to those that can't handle their high. You and I, we can swim into the tide and watch these other children lose their mind. They go by, and they landed safe and sound, better try to take them out before they make your saviors proud. So fix the beat, quit acting like a sheep, either spit your speaker, sit there and grit your teeth. To spread the info to the kinfolk, fucking with the climate on the inside of the windows. They're here, the baby farmer, gonna take it farther, make a mark and break apart your fake martyrs. Planted firm, let the planet burn, understand the terms, you don't wanna open up this can of worms. I'm trying to keep my prize on the eyeball, but people wanna see you fly or to watch the sky fall. Who's to blame for your lack of conviction? I wasn't drafted, I asked for the mission. Put your name on the list at the bottom on an empty line and hold in plain sight whatever gave you the right to question mine. The night prowler gonna crawl past all the rap politics. You can put that on your last dollar. Wake up, it's bigger than a pay stub. There's the door, get your money, go wash off your makeup. To symbolize the arrival. Scream in the atmosphere. Atmosphere now. Atmosphere now. Atmosphere. 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 The atmosphere. The atmosphere.
Triple P of the atmosphere.
The atmosphere.
I can rock you out this atmosphere.
Don't front. You other motherfuckers in the atmosphere. Don't front. I'm saying fuck you loud and clear.
Slang City en el parche hip hop.
Algunos de los tatuajes más emblemáticos de los artistas estadounidenses.
Slang City en el parche hip hop.
Algunos de los tatuajes más emblemáticos de los artistas estadounidenses del género hip hop.
Es curioso que las personas que no saben consideran este tatuaje como un símbolo de ser un matón, pero realmente es más que eso. De hecho, Thug Life, además de ser el nombre de la banda a la cual pertenecía junto a Stretch, Big Psych, Moprim en Macadosis, es una forma de vida,